Anything Matisse does still surprise you?
I just keep adding names to his list. I need a book. Two guys that he reminded me of today, obviously we've had Dion, we've had Spider-Man, we've had them all. He was a little bit, when he went Carl Lewis on us today with like that loose ball where he just outran him. And a little bit of David Copperfield today. I don't know. They don't know where he's at. It's kind of like the guy, he goes invisible and then he's behind you. You just don't know where he's at. He's an incredible. He's got a gift, and he does something better than anybody does in the country. And he had a great offensive game tonight too. He's just a heck of a player. High character kid, great leader, great player. Defensively, he wears different cloth out there. Incredible.
I know that he fouled out, but are the referees starting to get a better handle on how to officiate him?
It's hard. It's hard. I mean, but he's awesome. He's incredible. It's a hard game to officiate. He's a hard player because he's so active. He's so disruptive. Think about it. He had 11 takeaways in 25 minutes. That's not even funny. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you look at it and you're like, it's game changing. He just does it. It's incredible.
You think he's the national defensive
I don't think anybody's done what he's done ever. I don't. Never seen it. He just impacts the game. The best defensive player impacts the game. His numbers are, they're in outer space. They're not on, like they have United States analytics or like world analytics. He's in outer space analytics. He's on a different planet.
And then also like you've like seen the zone for a long time.
Yeah, sure.
Has like anybody played the zone quite like this?
At the guard position, I haven't seen anybody that blocks and steals like that. There's been some great centers that have been great. I know that we've coached that I played with at Syracuse. But at the guard position, Michael Carter-Williams was incredible. He was a rookie of the year and was a great NBA player. And Matisse blocks and steals. They both have great anticipation. I've never seen somebody like that. That's not normal. You can go back, you can go to the record books, take every guard in the history of the game. They don't block shots like that and steal like that. They just don't.
It seems like he does it without a game. You see a lot of guys that get these high steal numbers. They're getting beat a lot of times.
He's just got an innate ability. It's rare. He can just shut you down. Yeah. As one of our coaches on our staff says, turn off their water. He can turn off their water, and he's incredible.
Coach, if you went back to the first practice when you first got here, could you see this program being where it is now, this soon?
That's a good question. To be honest with you, I'd be lying if I told you that, as soon as it had, beating the when we beat Kansas, it was kind of like you just saw it, what it could be. I always knew the potential of this place, from the leadership to the program to the belief to knowing what type of crowd, like the crowd we had tonight, what it could be on a day-to-day basis. But you never know what the timeline is. You just go out there, you get a great staff, you put your system in, and you coach your butt off every day you get up. And, I did know, early, if I told you when we played in New York last year, I would say, we'll see. But, it's learnability. Guys kept getting better. They started buying in. Learnability was fast. But I always had a vision of knowing that we could definitely do this. I just didn't have a timeline.
What was the message at halftime, and was there commitment for the team for the second half?
The biggest thing I thought it was all offensively. It was sharing the ball. We went through a period in the first half where we took some bad shots. Called a timeout, started talking about sharing the ball, and guys, we had 4 assists in a row, and now it's hit a couple threes, the ball was moving, we were penetrating, finding open guys. That's a big thing for us in the offensive end. On the defensive end, we had to rebound the ball better. They were really, we had to get back in transition, and we had to rebound the ball. Bottom line, that team, Coach Boyle is a great coach. He has an aggressive style of play. They play great defense. They crash the glass, and they're going to push it on you. And those are the 3 things that you have to be defense or rebound. You have to get back in transition. And those were areas where they hurt us in the first half. And I thought we did a lot better job in the second half, for the most part.
with Matisse and Noah both in foul trouble in the first half, how big was it that Jamal and Sam just step in and play the way they did?
I thought Jamal, Sam, Nas, Nas hit a couple threes. He was great. He plays great defense. Really good player. Jamal hit his first career three. It looked really aggressive. I was proud of him. And I thought Sammy, he's given us great minutes. One of the keys to our success, no question about it.
Can you fill us in on Khmer and how much did you miss him?
Obviously when you lose a player of his caliber, he can play the 5, he can play the 4. I was concerned about our foul trouble because Batty's really aggressive in there. Seaford is good in there. Bay's good in there. They're aggressive. And Hamir's had really good games against them. And so, the other guys, it's next man up. And we've got a good team. We've got really good depth. And, they played well tonight.
Do you have a time frame to get him back?
We don't know. It's going to be, to be determined. We don't know.
Matisse said, it's a different guy every night. It seems like that does seem to be the case. There's probably a lot of coaches and programs who are saying that, but it seems like the balance here seems unique.
What's been a lot of fun is, tonight we had 3 guys in double figures, but there was a lot of 6, 5, 5, 7. And that's when you have really good teams. And we've had games where we've had 6 guys in double digits, 5 guys in double digits. Our assist numbers were good. I think the last 3 games our turnovers have been down. That's been a big part of our success, too. But having that balance, and I really believe it. Obviously, you go to Noah in the post, and he's a really good player down there. And there's certain guys, but good defenses take this away, and that's why Nas got those 2 open threes, knocked them down, and that's the game. We got to Noah. He got double teamed in the second half. He made a great skip pass to Matisse for a 3, and then he hit a great for David for a 3. Those are separators, and it takes a team. Bottom line, that's what we're selling. That's what I know, and the kids have been doing a really good job with that.
I asked you yesterday about playing the full 40 minutes, and when you guys got up 18, did something change? Did they let off the gas, or did they do something different?
We were exchanging baskets. I kept telling the team, we've got to finish better. Or it's not about exchanging baskets or feel like you're comfortable with a lead. These teams are good. I've seen multiple games this year where teams have come back from 21 points, 18 points, 17 points against really good teams. And as a coach, all you're trying to do is get them to play the right way over time. And we lost a little, 4 or 5 minute stretch that was, I can say it, very ugly. But I'm just, as a coach, you're never satisfied. You're always trying to coach the next play and get better. But I'm really proud of these guys. I'm just really, really proud of them.
Hey, just after the game, you guys just treated it like any other game, yet you clinched a share of the Pac-12 title. Does that mean anything, or is that just...
Listen, to be honest with you, next game, don't eat the cheese. And I think we were on cheddar, now we're on Munster. I don't know what cheese we're on, but don't eat it. And we just got to keep getting better. And, it's a long season. We still have, 4 games left in the regular season. We want to be playing our best basketball. We've got a tough road trip out in the Bay Area and then coming home for the senior week. So a lot of emotion, a lot of things going on there. I will tell you this, how good was that crowd tonight? How loud was that when we needed it, when we went up to 18? They were there for us. It was impressive. Kudos to the dog pack and our fans for coming out and supporting these guys, because a lot of people don't think it makes a difference. It makes a significant difference. This is the dog days of the year. You're playing almost back-to-back games in this league, so you play Thursday, Saturday. That extra energy is huge. And so dog pack, go dogs, whatever I got to do. If I got to go do push-ups, 25 of them for them, it was just incredible. Huge help for us tonight.
One more, guys.
Not sure if you've addressed it yet, but have you had a chance to talk to Coach Boeheim this week?
You know what? I had reached out to him in a text. I've been around him for so long. I know how he is. I know how big of a heart he has, and I know how overwhelmed he was probably with everything. So just left him a text. He texted me back. Just an incredible person, and it's just a awful tragedy.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.